Okay, I think I'm live. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Am I audible and visible? Okay, I don't think I am visible. Okay, I think right now I'm visible. Okay, that's great. Let me just put this camera a little bit farther. Okay, that's great. Good evening, and welcome back to our third day for the JavaScript Essentials. And today we are just going to give a recap, like we are ahead of the syllabus. And let's just do good evening. How many people? Ishrat, yeah, Akash, Edwin, Deepthi. That's great. I just want a quick confirmation from your side. So after that, we will start. In the beginning, I will just give you the quick recap, like what we did yesterday, what we know about the JavaScript till now, and what's the future, like what we can do in the future as well. And I'm just going to wait for like few minutes, and after that, I will tell you how you can mark your attendance. Yeah. Good evening. Okay. So I'm just going to first of all let's just clear out how you can mark your attendance, because it's one of the most important thing that you have to do to like get the certificates. So obviously, if you don't mark your attendance, no certificate for you, my friend. So to mark your attendance, just go here, and you will get one link here. So just click on this one link, and you will get to a page like here. You can do all sort of stuff. So if you just want to join our Telegram and WhatsApp group, so you can do here that as well. So basically, we have all the quizzes and all in our WhatsApp and the Telegram group. So these are the two groups. Like yesterday somebody was asking how to take part in the quiz. So these are the Telegram and the WhatsApp. Just click here to join our Telegram and the WhatsApp. And if you just go down here, so it's the day three. So for the day three, just give it a mark. How much you like the session on the scale of 10. So I like myself a lot, so I'm just going with 10 here. And if you're interested in our full stack 6 months of program, just mark a yes here. And if you have a suggestion for me for the Let's Upgrade, so just go here. And right now I don't have any suggestions for myself, so I'm just going to go and let's just submit for attendance. That's all. Okay, is it clear how to mark your attendance? So is it clear to you? I hope it is. Okay, so like by the way, for the yesterday's quiz winner, I'm just going to announce the winners after let's say 20 minutes, so that you have to watch the 20 minutes of stream to know if you are a winner or not. So first of all, I'm just going to open that folder. So let's just create a new folder here. Okay, three, and let this open your VS Code here. And by the way, guys, if you have any doubts till now, you can just ask me right away. So I'm just going to clear all of the doubts if you are having, like whatever we have covered till now. So related to that only. Yeah. So I'm just going to create a new file. Let's say index.html here. Save. Let's just wait for some minutes and quick refresh here. It will be great. My night street is little slow today, I think. Maybe because of the weather also. Okay. Let's just decrease my own video quality because I don't want to see myself. Anyways, I'm just going to pause it. So what is the assignment today? For the today's assignment, like you're going to get your assignment here in the one link here only. Sorry. In the I plus plus me. Okay, sure. Ravi, I'm just going to cover that for you. So let me just tell you what is one plus. Any doubts, yeah, guys? So if you have any doubts, you can ask me right away so that we can move to our next topic. External JS file linking. Yeah, we are going to do that today. External, how we can connect your JavaScript with as a like CSS. So for the CSS, we were basically using a separate file. So let me just type here day three and an emoji here. Let's just go with this emoji. Okay, day three. So I feel like I used to look like this before the COVID, but not right now. I'm getting older. Day three, and here we have our day three. So I'm just going to create a CSS file here, style.css. I hope this thing is clear to you. So let's just create a division here. So a division div and another division div, and let's just put your h1 inside of it. Let's just give this thing an ID of WRA, double B a wrapper, and let's just give this h1 a ID of TLE title, and I'm just going to link my style here. So for this link, I'm just going to use the link tag, but also I'm just going to connect my what you say link. Right, so yeah, link. Also, I'm just going to use that script tag to connect the JavaScript, the actual file of the JavaScript. Here I'm using this style.css. So I'm connecting my style.css just by using our link tag. Similarly, I'm just going to go with something called remove this something called script tag. So with the script tag, right now we were just writing our whole JavaScript code inside the script. But right now, like after a moment, you will require a separate file. Obviously, you don't want to write your JavaScript inside a HTML. The reason is same. You don't want to write your CSS inside that HTML. So the purpose will be defeated. So that's why we will create a separate file for that. So let me just connect the CSS real quick. So style sheet here. Let's just grab the wrapper WRAPPR wrapper. Let's just give it a height of 100 ph and the width of 100 pw. We will give it a background color. Before that, I'm just going to give it a display property of flex. So display flex and justify content center. Justify content center and align item center, because I just want everything to be in the center, and there is only one thing inside of this wrapper, this title here. So let us grab this title as well, so we can basically style this thing. And for some beautiful colors, why don't we just visit that color hunt? So, yeah, remember that colorhunt.co, like a very good website to get some good colors. So today let's just go with some chocolatey colors. So let's just go with this color for the background. So I'm just going to go with this color for the background color, and this one. And for the color, let's just go with this one. What color is this? Like I feel like it's pinkish. This is dark brown also. Anyways, and for the font weight, let's go with the border. And let's see what we are going to get on our web page. So I'm just going to go live and let's see what we have created here. So here we have this thing. So I'm just going to remove the unnecessary margin. For that, I'm just going to type here margin 0 and also the padding 0. Margin 0. Yeah, so for that, I'm just going to do this universal selector. So it will select everything, like everything. It's just going to select each and everything. So margin 0 and the padding 0. So I just want to remove all the margin and padding. Like I just covered this thing in the HTML. Remember, if you just want to select each and every HTML element, just use this start selector. And by default, your browser is just going to give some default styling. So now we are on the day 3 here. So let's just work with our JavaScript today. So for the JavaScript, we are writing all of our JavaScript code here. So let me just put SARIPT script tag here. And we were basically writing all of our JavaScript code here. So I'm just going to put hello here. So hello world, WORLD world. And let's just open our console. So as I told you, this console is going to be it's just going to be a part of your life for next few years. So if you just choose to become a web developer, like I am seeing this console.log a lot. Mostly I just work with this console even more than the browser. So like our every code is working fine. So how basically you can connect a JavaScript file as external file. Okay. So for that, I'm just going to create a file, and you can name this file anything. For now, I'm just going to write this as script.js. So you can name this file anything script, my file, your file, his file, her file, anything will work fine. So I'm just going to go with script.js, and inside this, I'm just going to write a code. So let's say console.log, and let's just type hello world. Say. So I just want to connect this file with our HTML. So how to do this? By the way, it's super easy, like really very easy. So don't write any code inside of this script tag anymore. So we don't have to write anything here. Just go inside here and so this script tag have a attribute called src. So let me just zoom in. So src and equals to, and just type here script dot js. That's all. Here inside this source, you have to mention the file name. So if the file is in the same folder, you can basically mention the name of your file. So like if your file is inside a folder, so you have to basically specify the folder as well here. So right now the file is in the same folder, so I'm just going to directly type the file name, or you can just put dot and a backslash, and it will show the list of all the files and folder inside that folder. So I'm just going to choose script.js from here, and let's see, I'm again getting the hello world. So our code is working fine. So let's just open our script.js here, and why won't we just put an emoji here, so just to check if it's working, and save it. See, it's working. So as I told you, it was very easy. So it was like easier than connecting your CSS. So it was easier than that. Okay. Div means division. Yeah, div means division. Okay. Hello. So can we create a separate file for the JS? Like, yeah, yeah, Gokul, we have done the exact same stuff here. For that, you have to see the one minute. Division is for like Bhupendra Yadav. Yeah, Bhupen, if you just want to know about the division, why won't you just watch our HTML CSS video? But like for real recap here, like quick recap here, division is used for wrapping some content. So if you just want to wrap some of your HTML together, so in that case, we basically use this division. So suppose if I just create another thing here, so one more division. So why don't we create a one more division here? And I'm just going to put this division inside of this. Let's just put the ID here, and I'm just going to put an ID of card here. So see, I'm using a division to wrap any other division or any other HTML element. So that's the only use case for the division. They don't do anything for themselves. They are just a container. If you just want to wrap something, just use division. And why won't we just select this card here? Inside this CSS, just select card dot, and let's just trust the copilot, and I hopefully let's just create a box shadow as well, a box shadow of let's just create a box shadow from, I don't want to write that whole box shadow code, so CSS box shadow generator. So I'm just going to generate a box shadow. I don't like to like बोलता सब कुछ लिखने में बहुत दिमाग खराब होता है, like just यहाँ पे जाओ, एक बड़े से shadow लो. By the way, you have to know like how everything is working. तो वो बस पता हो ना, so that's more than enough. Like if you know the internal workings and all, so basically you won't write much code. So a good developer is a developer who write less code. Yeah, that's the thing. A good developer is a developer who basically can write less stuff here. So let's see. And why don't we give it a border plus or border radius, and we don't have any border here, so let's just give it a border of 5 pixels solid, and the color is going to be this lighter one. Let's just go with this color, and I think I forgot to give it the ID of save. ID of card, style.css, ID of card. What is the problem here? We will figure out that. Yeah, where were we actually? So I plus plus. So somebody was asking like what is that I plus plus is. So yesterday I told you that you can create a variable. So I have basically creating a variable with the value of 10 here. So suppose
if you just want to change the variable value, like if you just want to change the value of that variable a, we can do this. So a equals to, let's say, 30. So I can basically reassign it. And if I just do a quick console of a here, and let's just go through our console here. So now the value of a is 30. So I can basically change the value of a as many times I want. Okay, that's very straightforward. So as I told you, JavaScript will read your code from top to bottom. So initially, what was the value? 10, now 30, 45, and again. So now the final value for the A is 456. So that's why we are getting 456 here. And let's just do one more thing. Why won't we create one more variable here? So let's say a var b equals to 2. And I'm just going to change the value of a, which is equals to a plus b. A plus b. So here I am basically changing the value of a, which is going to be equals to a plus b. So what is the previous value of a till here? So the previous value of a till here is 10. So see, like previously it was 10, and the value of b is 2. So 10 plus 2, 12. So the new value for the a is 2. So we are basically using this exact same value, that variable a, to modify itself. So you can also do this. So if I will just do, instead of adding a b, why won't we just add a 1 here? So now I'm just basically incrementing the value of a by 1 by adding 1 with it. So that's all. So I can just do this as many times I want. So I'm just incrementing the value of a by 1 3 times. So it's little long to write. So instead of writing all this stuff, all you can do is just do a plus plus. That's all. So it's a plus plus is exactly same as doing a equals to a plus 1. That's all. So now I'm doing a equals to a plus 1 and a equals to a plus 1 two times. So that's why I'm getting 12 here. Okay, so that's what about. Okay, we have our card here. So let me just change the color of this thing. So the color is going for this color. Okay, this. So we have a card here. So that's the only purpose for this division, is to wrap something. I hope you got this thing. Ultra easy, by the way. And here we actually I am a script Kindle. What is this Kindle? To submit the assignment? Yeah. To submit the assignment, you can paste the code, I think. Okay, which code you want to get shared question? 50% is also the valid attendance. Yeah, you have to basically mark your attendance like for the 3 days minimum to get. Yeah, the assignment is like find the largest two number using the if else condition. Let's just do the assignment in the class. Can we? Sir, please zoom the program. Yeah, sure, sure. Sure. Let's just zoom in the program. So yeah, like how much I should zoom in? It's already whole lines of code here. And yesterday somebody was asking me like what are the extensions and theming I'm using for my VS Code. So the theme I'm using is community, material, theme, ocean, high contrast. Yep, it's just a big name, but the theme is really good. So it's one of my favorite theme, and I also use this one. So this one and this one. So like I'm like kind of a night person, so I just use the dark themes. And the extension I'm using is the GitHub Copilot. So like Copilot, so like it's gonna write code for me. By the way, it's just an AI tool which actually understand what is the way of writing my coding style. Actually, it will understand what is my coding style, and accordingly, it gives me suggestions. So it's a really great tool. And by the way, it's just going to cost you 7,000 rupees. So it's not free, it's paid. So first you have to, how to submit the assignments? Uh, Attendance, yeah. So just go here and you will get this one link. Okay, a one link here, and here you can just look for the current day. So like in the beginning of the session, I told you how to mark your attendance. So just go here, and for the day 3, click on this attendance, mark attendance, and your attendance will be marked. And there's one more link here that you can basically look for is the future dev subscription. Yeah, remember that Netflix for the developer. Yes, exactly. So this is the Netflix for the developer, and we are offering you the Netflix for the developer in just 400 rupees. And obviously, it's not the final price. This price will be changed, and it will become 1,000 rupees for 2 months. Right now, it's just 400 rupees for 2 months. So if you just want to learn more, and if you just have some topics that you want to learn, you can just look for the suggestion, get the suggestion. Yeah, just get the suggestion, and you can ask us for the topics, like if you want to learn something, and we will cover that for you. But by default, you will cover like GitHub, DSA, SEO, Google Data Studio, advanced JavaScript, blockchain, and a lot of stuff, just for 400 rupees. And each and every week, at the weekend, yeah, you will get a new course there. And for the every skill you learn, you will get a certificate for that. And so it's a way to get connected, by the way. So I will be there, and we can just do future dev and chill. Okay, so I hope I will see you there. So I basically take the JavaScript and the GitHub part in the future dev. So just covered the future dev, and I thought that everybody was happy in that future. So we covered the advanced JavaScript there, but I also covered a little bit of basic as well, because some of the students were not comfortable with the JavaScript advanced part. So that's why I also covered a little bit of basic JavaScript there as well. So that's about the future dev subscription. What is the idea of the input tag? Sir, the quiz winner. So yeah, I am also looking for the quiz winner. Okay, so the quiz winner are Junaid Sanjay. So sorry if I just pronounce your name wrong. So by the way, Junaid, you are going to get 500 rupees of worth of Amazon coupon, and for Unnati and I think Mrityunjay. Yes, so Mrityunjay, you're going to get 100 ALU coins, and you can use these ALU coins on our platform, so to redeem some cool stuff, the certificates, and to also to get enrolled into the courses and all. Okay, so today, by the way, I'm just going to tell you about the second condition statement. So remember, yesterday we covered if and else. So if a, so let me just create a variable, let's say where a equals to 18, and if a is greater than 18, so let's just print out something, console.log, you are eligible to vote, and also the else, console.log, you are not eligible to vote. So this was the thing that we did yesterday. Yep, if and else. So today I'm just going to tell you about two things. First of all, you can basically take the input from the user, and for that all you have to type prompt. And here, what you can type here, like you can type a message here. So enter your name. So prompt, and you can basically put any string inside of it. Yeah, just put any string inside of it. And I'm just going to create something called const here. So const, let's say name. Sorry, const not where. Sorry. Where name equals to this. So whatever input that user will give is just going to become the value for this name here. So let me just show it to you, by the way. Yeah, like practical is more important than the theory. So let's just do it. So name here, and let's just see what we are going to get. So if I will just refresh my website, so see, it's just asking for my name here. Enter your name. So SANJY, and save it. So see, I'm getting Sanjay here in the output. Why? Because it's very straightforward. So just type prompt here, prompt, enter your name, like you can pass any string here, and whatever prompt after the prompt. So this will be the message. It will show on the top. Enter name, what's your age, what's your mother name, father name, etc., etc., etc. And whatever user will type, it's just going to get saved inside this variable. Okay. So you have to create a variable, and this variable can basically store whatever user has actually typed. And after that, I'm just logging out this variable. Okay. Easy. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So basically, we use let more, let and const more. Okay, JavaScript. Look, Ankit, like it's a complete huge topic. Like not a topic, it's a complete project, and we are not covering that project here. So if you just want to cover that project, like I will just again suggest you to go here. So you can just ask like these questions like these in the future as subscription. Yeah. Yeah, I will tell you, Aditya, how to take the use that input field to take the input. So share the code file in which you're writing. So like this in a file is having nothing, like literally I just have a 2 lines of code here. Okay. So now what I want to share, yeah. So if you just want to like submit your assignment, so we have two ways to submit your assignment. So if you're comfortable with GitHub, so just create a repo and just share the link with us, the repo link. And by the way, you can just go with this code sandbox or any online editor where you can write the JavaScript code. So I'm just going to go with this sandbox, like I personally use this. And here, go with the vanilla. So click on this vanilla. So just like code sandbox. And I think we have many more here. So like code sandbox is one of my favorite here. So click on the vanilla here and just wait for a while. So it will load a JavaScript file for you with the HTML and with the index.js as well. Can you just suggest me more code editors online? Yeah, we are going to just first of all, I just have to like tell you how to submit your attendance. So you have to sign in first of all. So sign in first of all here, and here you can basically write all of your JavaScript code. So here we have our what we say, we have our JavaScript file. So let me just type that console.log hello and save, wait for a minute, and it's just going to like save your code inside this console. You're going to get your output. So you can use the tools like this. So these are the files we have: index, style, and also the index JS. So this is our JS file. You can use Code Sandbox or any other platform. Otherwise, if you're comfortable with GitHub, that's very great. So just like create a repo and share the link with us. So that's all about GitHub. And again, if you just want to know more about GitHub, just visit our future dev subscription here. And for the switches here, so suppose, so let's take a case here. So I'm just going to create a variable called a again. So let's say what is it set 10 here, and just type switch. Okay, just type switch here. So inside the switch, you have to basically pass the variable for which you are going to check the condition. So I'm going to check the condition for this a. So just pass this a here. Okay. So right now we don't know what is the value of a. Right now we don't know the value of a. Okay. So and here we have to pass some cases. So let's say the case when a is going to be equals to 1. When case a is equals to 1. So this is the value. Yeah. So if a is equals to 1, just write the code that you want to execute. So just write your code here. So after that, you have to like create these blocks here. And I'm just going to write here like console.log a is 1. Okay. I think it's very simple code, but yeah, obviously. Case if a is equals to 2, just create this block and console.log a is 2. And if case 3, and I'm just going to write here a is equals to 3. Okay, that's it. And also if a is not equals to any of them, not 1, not 2, not 3, just execute this default case. So just put a default at the very bottom here. By the way, you can put the default anywhere. And I'm just going to log out console.log a is not equals to 1, 2, and 3. And let's see what we're going to get inside our output. So right now a is equals to 10 here, isn't it? A is equals to 10 here. So I am just going to see what we are getting in our output. So obviously I'm getting a is not equals to 1, 2, or 3. Why? Obviously because a is 10 here. So it's not equals to 1, 2, or the 3. So that's whatever you have in the default case is just going to get executed. That's all. But let's just make this thing equals to 3. Okay, 3. So now case 3 will actually be true. So let's see what we're going to get here. So now we are getting a is 3. A is 3. But also we are getting a is not 1, 2, 3. Is it weird? Why won't just I try with 2 here? So 2. I am getting here a is 2, a is 3, and a is not 1, 2, and 3. Like what is happening? So thing is, as soon as any of the case is matched, so this case a is equals to 2. So this case is actually completed, matched. So It's just going to execute the code you have inside this case. Okay, that's how we got this ACE2. And also it is just going to execute all the cases afterwards. So afterwards we have 3 here. So that's how we are also getting ACE3. And also we have default at the very bottom, isn't it? We have default at the very bottom. So that's why it's also executing default case. So console.log a is not 123. So it's a problem with the switch statement. So suppose if I just pass a 1 here. Okay, let me just pass, let's say 3 here one more time. So can you take a guess what will be the output if a is 3? So what will be the output? What will the output? Just take a guess. And I will just tell you how to resolve this problem. I will just, yeah, we have to use a break. Obviously, we are going to use that. But for that, yeah, used break. No, we have to use break, not use break. Basically, all the loops are going to give you the same speed. Okay, like for loop, while loop, do while loop, all the loops are basically going to give you the same speed. Okay, it's not depending. So, by the way, what's the answer here? So where a equals to 3, so what will be the output? So obviously we're going to get a equals to 3, but whatever cases you have afterwards. So we just have a single case default. So we will get the output for this as well. So let us check if we are getting this thing here. So yep, a is 3 and a is not 1, 2, and 3. So to fix this, we have to put a break here. Okay, break after everything. So break here, and break here as well. So what this break is going to do? So as soon as your code encounters this break, as soon as your code encounters the break, it will basically jump out of that particular condition. So you can not only use the break in the switches, you can also use the breaks in the loops and also. And do we have to put a break in the default case here? Just tell me, do we have to put a break in the default case as well? And if yes, and if no, so like what is the reason? Like, can you just tell me what will be the reason here? Okay, Rohit Sharma and the assignment link. For that. So this is the assignment link. Yeah, just open the one link and here you will get the assignment, everything here. So in the one link, you will also get the assignment, also attendance, assignment, joining the group, everything is here. Why? Can you just tell me, Radha, why we don't have to use the break here in the case of default? Why? What is the reason? Why don't we have to use the break? Hopefully, like I'm cause exactly. Yeah, that's great, JS. The reason is that, like, even though if we execute this last line, we don't have anything after that. So just can you tell me if I just put this default like little above? So can you just tell me, do I have to use the break here now? So I'm using the default like little above, not at the very last. I'm using this default here. So do we have to use a break here now or not? No, really? Yeah, okay. So Sarika section is saying yes. Yeah, by the way, we have to use the break here. Why? Because it's going to check each condition like in a sequence order. So it will check this condition first, and then this condition, and this condition, then this condition. And look, as soon as this condition met true, if this condition true, like default, like it's not going to match to 1, 2, or 3, it's just going to execute each and everything after this. So that's why we also have to use the break here. So let me just put a 10 here. So 10 is not equals to 1, 2, or 3. And if I will just give it a say, so I'm getting A is not 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just also getting the A is 2. And after that, I have a break statement. So that's why I'm not getting anything after that. So if you use your default, like not at the last, like at the little top here, in that case, you have to use the break here. Okay, so that's all. So that's all about the search statement. If you have any doubt related to search, you can ask me. Yeah, exactly. Since the flow is from top to bottom, yeah. Sir, where is from ES5 and let and constant can we? Yeah. Ravi, you can use const, let and where together. Okay, so it's not an issue. You can use the const, let and where together. We do not need to write the break in the default. We have to write the break in the default, but the only thing I'm saying, whatever case you have at the very last, you don't have to put the break here. Okay, so now right now the case 3 is at the very bottom, so we don't have to put a break here. Previously default was at the bottom, so previously I was writing default at the very bottom, so in that case I basically have to write the break here. Okay, don't have to write the break here. So anything that you have in the bottom, you don't have to write the break for that. But right now I'm just using this default, let's say at the very top. So in this case I have to use a break here. Why? Because if this default condition is true, so it's just going to move to the next condition. So we will get the output of this. And if we don't have a break here, we are also going to get the output for the next case as well. So we are also going to get the output for the next case, and we are going to get the output for this console.log a is 1 as well. So that's why we always put a break for all the conditions, and you can leave it for the last one. So you can leave it for the last one. So that's all about the switches. I hope you don't have any doubts. And if you have, you can ask me. Can you repeat the CS part? Which CS part? Aradhna, can you please repeat what you did on the CS part? What is the CS part you're asking about? Like which CS part? By the way, just take a screenshot of this code. Okay, let me just cover the constant let. By the way, it's not the part of our course, so I'm just going to cover what, like there is two more ways to define a variable in the JavaScript, let and the const. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the single difference, just the one difference, because like free में इतना ही मिलेगा, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं मिलेगा. So in the case of a var, what you can do, so you can create a variable and you can also create the same variable one more time. See, so I'm basically creating this a variable two times. It's not a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to do. So that's why JavaScript basically updated itself. So we got the updated version of JavaScript and we called it ES6. So now we use let to declare a variable. So let b equals to, let's say 23. Okay. In the case of let, you cannot do this. We cannot redeclare the variable two times. Say I'm getting an error. Cannot redeclare the block scope variable. Okay. Now this is the first difference between var and let. By the way, rest of the things are exactly same. So I can also change the value for, let's say, the lets to this one. And let me just do a quick console for A and B. A and B here. And let's see, I'm getting my output here. So A, let me change the value of A. So A and B, isn't it? And we have something called const. So const is also same as let and where. But the problem with the const is that you cannot change the value of a const variable. So if you, here I'm basically creating a const. Okay, so const c equals to 45. So I have created a variable c which is going to hold the value 45. But the problem is I have created this variable by using this const, and you cannot modify the value of c anymore because I have used const to create this variable. So if I will save this, I'm going to get an error. The type error assignment to a constant variable. So that's the difference between let, var, and const. So in the case of const, you cannot change the value once you have created it. So like it's permanent. Okay. Once you create a variable, like it's permanent. And in the case of var, you can basically redeclare your variable with the same name. And in the case of let, you cannot do this. And in the case of const, you can not even change the value. So that's the let, const, and var. So by the way, these two are the latest version. So ES6 and it's basically ES5. So older way of creating a variable, and this one is the latest way of creating a variable. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to you. Window.alert means like it's basically alert. Window.alert and alert are exactly same thing. So if I do hello here, so I will get an alert on my website. So alert actually look like this. See, hello. So this is alert. And instead of this writing this alert, you can also write window.alert. So it's exactly same thing. So like it's because of the internal working of the JavaScript. Yeah, that's not even the scope of this course, by the way. Okay, so if you just want to know more about this thing and well, so you have to basically window.alert is like why alert and window.alert are doing the same thing. It's like it's so deep concept that you have to basically take our full stack course. So remember that full stack course, basically you have to take that, like it's so deep. So just visit our website. Like if you just want to know the difference, just visit our website. And here we have a course for you, full stack web development, and also okay. So like we have so many students, huh? Oh my God! So we have almost 6 lakhs. We are about to get 7 lakhs. Oh, okay. Like मैंने भी अभी देखा. बहुत देखते ही बहुत जल्दी बढ़ गया, बहुत सारे हो गए. So we have 2 courses for you. This one for the full stack development, web development, and this one is for data science. If you just want to join our course, don't forget to use my coupon code SK10. So you will get 10% off instant. So that's the use case of that. Okay, no worries. Do we have to use the for each? For each basically is a loop for the arrays. So it's a different thing. Yeah, constant will fix the value for that variable. Okay. Okay, so what's the purpose of this default? So what somebody's asking, what is the default in the switch case? So actually the default is nothing. So if none of the condition is true, so if a is not equals to 1, neither it's equals to 2 or it is not equals to 3, in that case whatever you have in this default is going to get executed. That's all. So right now the value of a is 10. So none of the condition is true here. So whatever you have in for this default is actually going to get executed. Okay, so that's all about the default. I hope this doubt is clear to you. And now the last part of today's session is the function. So suppose if you just want to execute a piece of code again and again, but on a demand. So let me just create one thing. So console.log hello. Okay, hello here. And if you just want to execute this code like so many times, how are you going to do this? How you're going to do this? So just create a function. So function is nothing, it's just a small code with a name. So just write any code. So I'm just going to write here, let's say where a equals to this number, where b is equals to this number, where c equals to a plus b, and let's do a console.log for the c. And suppose if you just want to execute these 4 lines again and again for no reason, so I'm just going to wrap all of this code inside a function. So just type function, and a function must have a name. So I'm just going to give it a name of, let's say, my fun. And after this, put these 2 brackets and create this object, something like this, 2 curly brackets. And inside this, you just have to paste your code. So now I'm writing all of my code inside a function. So this is a function. So for that, I'm just typing a function, the name for your function, these 2 brackets. I don't know what is the reason for this. And after this, you have to put these curly brackets. And after that, just call your function. So my fun and call your function. So if you don't call your function, nothing is actually going to happen. So if you just want to execute these 4 lines, you have to call your function. Calling a function is very easy and very straightforward. For that, just type my function. So whatever the name for your function is, so the name for your function is just my fun, and just type this brackets here, and just give it a quick save. So see, so whatever code I have written here, so let me just put one more line here. So console.log hello world also. So I'm getting hello world and this number. I can basically call my function as many times I want. See? And one more thing you can do. So let me just create a function for you. So for that function check age. Check age. The check age as a function, it's just going to check the age. And here I'm just going to type here const age equals to prompt. So what is this prompt? If you just want to take input from the user, just type prompt here. Okay, prompt. It will just show your dialog box, and there user can type anything. And whatever the user will type, is just going to get inside this variable. So instead of this const, I can also type here var, and I'm just going to do if age is greater than 18, alert you are an adult, else you are a minor. Okay, so this is a function, and as soon as I will just execute this function, okay, as soon as I will just execute this function, this piece of code will get executed. So let me just go here and let's see. Okay, so if I just give it a refresh, and it's just going to ask me like what is your age. So I think I just forgot to put the message, so we have to put a message here as well. Otherwise you will just get this no message. So right now we are not showing a message here. So to show a message, just write a message here. So what is your age? Save it, refresh it. What is your age? Let's say 22, and I'm getting you are an adult. Okay, so that's, and like you can basically call this function as many times you want. Okay, you can just call this function again and again, and it will just keep asking you this thing. So this is a function. Okay, so as you can see, this is a piece of code. You could have also written this thing outside of it, but the benefit of creating a function is that you can basically execute this code as many times you want. So I'm just going to create one more function here called sum. So what I want to say is that not only you can call a function, you can also pass some value to a function. So let me just type here console.log a plus b, and just type here sum, and you can also pass some values here. So right now I'm just going to get the same output again and again. So I'm just going to get 3 here. But what you can do actually, you can basically pass some values to a function, some initial values. So see these brackets. So I can pass some values here. So I'm just going to pass this random number here. Okay. And what you can do, you can basically access this value inside a function. For that, just go here and you have to type a name, a variable name. So I'm just going to go with the A. And if I just do a console.log for the A, so what is actually going to happen here, whatever you will pass here, it's just going to become the value for this thing. So right now the A is 234, and you cannot, like you can also pass multiple values. So let me just pass one more function value here, and you can basically accept that value as well. For that we have to create one more variable, so A and B, and we call these things parameter. We call these things parameter. Okay, and these values, whatever you have to, whatever you are passing for this parameter are actually the other arguments. Yeah, so these two are the arguments and these two are the parameters. So let me just do the console.log a and the console b. So I'm getting 234 and 456. Now instead of basically doing the simple console.log, why don't we just add these two values? So I'm getting 690 here. And the fun part is you can call your function again and again with different values. Only thing that you have to keep in mind that order should be same. So whatever will be the first argument is just going to become the value for the first parameter. Whatever is the value for the second argument is just going to become the value for the second parameter. Okay, that's all. So that's about the function. I hope till here is everything is clear to you. Like I'm hoping right now. What is the use of alert? Alert is basically used to show a sort of message. So just type alert here, and inside this you can type hello, what are you doing here? Go away. See, I'm getting hello, what are you doing here? Go away. Or you can just do like alert, go and study. Go and see you even. So you can just basically show any sort of message. So go and study. Yeah, you can create as many functions you want. So let me just create one more function. So right now I'm just going to create a function sum. Sum is going to take two parameters a and b, and I'm just going to do a quick console.log for a and b here. Let me just create one more function sub. So it will be get used for the subscription, like subsection. Yeah, subscription. Yeah, and the function one more time multiply, and it will be used for the multiplication. So here I have created three functions: sum, subtraction, and the multiplication. And you can call this function whenever you want. So I'm just going to call this multiplication. For that, let me just pass two numbers. So I will get the multiplication. I can just call the sum function here, and I can call the sub function as well. So that's all about the functions for today. Yeah, Prajapati, yeah, Jaideep, we are going to use the written, but tomorrow I will just cover the written part. Yeah, Ravi, tell me data. Like tomorrow, we are going to cover the object and array, and that something called document object model (DOM). So tomorrow, we are for the first time we are going to convert whatever you have inside a screen. So let me just show an example, and how to do that you will get to know in this tomorrow session. So I am just going to do something for you. So let's say const the title equals to document dot get element by id. Let me just put a title here, and sorry, not const, the var. So var name equals to prompt. What is your name? And title dot. Okay, now see what is going to happen. So as soon as you will visit my website, so what is your name? Sanjay. And press OK. Let me just go a quick refresh. Sanjay. I think I have missed some part here. Title dot. It's a title. Yep, it's title in text. Let me just put text content. Just give me 1 second. Okay, that's good. Let's just do a quick refresh here and press OK. So why it's not working? Huh? Array, which will be console.log. Just give me a second. So I will show you the demo that we are going to do tomorrow. तो छोटी छोटी गलती होती है prompt अटका रहा है. Okay, it's null. Let me just go document.get element. Oh, sorry, no, I just forgot to do the put this string this. Okay, so I'm getting hello Sanjay. So it's just going to ask me like what is the name. So let me just put Mukesh. Hello Mukesh. Whenever you will visit my website, first it will ask you your name and hello Sanjay. So that's all of stuff we are going to do from tomorrow. So that's it for about the on click function. Yeah, Ankit, we are going to do that. I think tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So before ending this session, like I can see that you people are having so much of what you say, the excitement for this thing. You have so many doubts, and you just want to learn more. So I can see that in you. Like you always ask these questions, which are like out of this the scope for this session, because here we are just covering the basic part for the JavaScript. And if you just want to know more, and if you have the questions like these, if you just want to learn about a specific topic, in that case, just visit this Netflix, the Future Dev subscription from site just for 499. Yeah, just for 499, and you are going to get 2 months of access in this 2 months, and you will ask, and I will give you the answers. And even though we are just going to provide you the certificates for GitHub, SEO, DSA, AppSheet, Excel, JavaScript, Java, oh my God, like a lot of stuff, just visit our subscription for once. I can bet you that you won't regret. Literally, you won't regret because it's just 399, and it's just going to become 1,000 rupees like real quick. So if you just want to and get enrolled, if you just want to try once, just go over here. And if you're confident enough, if you just want to make your life like into the software industry, just visit our program, full stack courses, and don't forget to use the coupon code SK10 Both the courses are job ready. We will ensure your job placement. All the trainers are here are at the actual developers. So if you just want to know what happens in the industry, how we work, what to like, how you can learn, and also like in the classes, the atmosphere like is completely different. So I hope I will see you in the class. That's all about today. Like all about today. Tomorrow we are going to basically modify your like we are going to do this thing tomorrow. So let me just do this. Rakesh. Okay, so it's saying hello, Rakesh. So we are going to do this tomorrow. For to mark your attendance, just go over here for this one link, join our group. There you can take part in our quizzes, and here you have the link and the coupon code as well. So I hope I will see you tomorrow, and bye bye. Take care.
Hey, hi guys, this is Sai Kiran from LetsUpgrade, and I'm here today to congratulate you all guys for completing or like for pursuing our Essentials program in various fields what we do. And I want to tell that yes, this is amazing program what you're doing, but if you want to continue this learning and want to take your career to next level with a one-on-one personal mentorship what we are not providing in Essentials and also build real-time projects, then join our 6 months PGP full stack program in data science or AI/ML or web development in MERN stack or Python Django. That's it. Bye bye.